Chris Brown,
Hold on 1
speaking.
second, I want to make sure. If you're coming in, please come in. If you're coming in to sit, I don't want to interrupt you. The floor is yours.
Speaking on my own tonight, not for any organization, and my address is 103 Highwood Court in Mr. Culver's district.
Welcome.
Tonight I'm responding to the insensitive remarks made by Councilwoman Robinson on June 11th. She said that only 25% of those killed by police are African American, but when only 12% of the population is black, that means they're being killed twice as often as one would expect. Dr. Robinson claimed police are 18 times more likely to be killed in the line of duty than a citizen is to be killed by them. But in 2019, over 1,000 Americans were killed by police, while 48 officers died due to a felonious act. It is at best disingenuous to claim one is relevant to the other. And if we're going to compare them, let's talk about cop killers getting the stiffest possible penalty, usually under special laws, while killer cops get nothing more than a slap on the wrist. Dr. Robinson then brought up the common deflection about black-on-black violence as if that creates an excuse for police brutality. But most murders are local, and most neighborhoods in this country are still segregated. So black people are most often killed by black people, just like white people are most often killed by white people. When those lines do get crossed, a black person who kills a white person in Alabama is 14 times more likely than a white person who kills a black person to get the death penalty. The system is clear about which lives matter most. Now let's talk about the fact that black people are 40% more likely to get pulled over than white people, and 5 times more likely to get their car searched in a stop. Some years back, it was shown that in Huntsville police issued 55% of traffic tickets to 30% of the population.
Well said.
Black people are also twice as likely to be arrested during a stop, and in Huntsville, black people are 11 times more likely to get arrested for marijuana despite similar usage rates. Nationally, black people are 20 times more likely to get a life sentence for a nonviolent crime, and on average, sentences for black people are 20% longer. Even in our schools, Alabama still allows corporal punishment, and black kids are paddled almost twice as often as white kids. And in my prison ministry training, ADOC tells us that 84% of boys whose father is incarcerated in Alabama will themselves be incarcerated during their lives. So this system creates generational injustice. And then we take their vote away. In Alabama, 30% of the adult black male population has been judicially disenfranchised. Every point of contact with this system is tilted against African Americans, and many of them can't vote to change it. Dr. Robinson then engaged in some not so subtle victim blaming, both in reference to George Floyd and to the police violence witnessed here on June 3rd, which was followed by a charge to drop the hypocrisy, and on that point, I agree. Hypocrisy is pretending there's nothing wrong with the unjustified police violence here on June 3rd. Hypocrisy is invoking white guilt in a response, as if that's the only reason that I would be interested in justice. Hypocrisy is being more concerned with the cost of police overtime than police brutality. Hypocrisy is sitting at the dais misusing statistics and pretending there's no such thing as systemic racism. So I agree, let's drop the hypocrisy. Thank you. I'm praying for each one of you by name. God bless you all.